Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live and welcome to another Real Estate Talk with Beth, where each week, Mondays at 10:30, we talk real estate here on Bolivar Peninsula. Tell me where from, Beth?
From the ferry all the way over to the High Island, from the beach to the bay.
That's it.
Just here on Bolivar Peninsula.
That's right, here on Bolivar. And as every first Monday of the month, we do a market report.
Right.
And so today we're going to talk about the market report from January. We did the December and the year end and our predictions, so we're on a roll now to see how things go.
I'm really excited about these numbers, David. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it.
I didn't even look at them, so this is going to be a first time for me.
Okay, because I was encouraged by it.
Well, and the reports I'm getting from not only buyers but also some other real estate agents is everyone's saying, and I've talked to them in Houston, Dallas, Katy, everyone says, well, you know, the interest rate's supposed to be dropping this year.
Well,
but you never know.
Well, the Feds just came out and they said they were not going to drop the interest rates, but they weren't going to raise the interest rates.
Okay.
So we're just hovering. And I think you'll see that with the numbers of sales too. We're just hovering. Yeah, we're just kind of status quo.
Do you
right
have
now.
the look at last year's sales versus
Yes, I do.
January? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well,
So let's hit it.
Let's look at this month's market report.
Okay. So our average sales price was $595,182, and that is a sold number, and that's the average again. But when we drill down into that, you'll see that most of that was some higher end houses. So you'll see why that's higher, and this is a higher number.
And I want to let everyone know real quick, because we're in the new studio here and we don't have our monitors set up yet because we're still tweaking things. And so when we usually have the monitor by the camera so that we're looking at the camera, we're actually looking 90 degrees of the camera today.
Yeah.
So we're not looking at something else. We're looking at the only monitor we have. So
And if my hands turn a different color,
yeah, we're
there's-
working on all that. But because Beth's hands go 90 miles
I
an
talk
hour.
with my hands, so there.
Anyway, okay, so $595,
$595 is
$182
the
average
sale.
price.
And let me just also say this. We are pulling from the Houston Area Association of Realtors, MLS. So
Okay.
let's see, next one. Okay, so that's up $110,000 from December.
Is that because of the high-end houses?
That was the higher end houses. We had
Okay.
more higher end houses than we did back in December. So
Okay.
that number, the average is good. That
Okay.
came in good. So let's see. The average sold price per foot was $389, and
That sounds familiar compared to like an average for last year?
yeah, well,
or-
we'll get to that.
Okay.
And that number, I believe, was up. So it's up $50 a foot, and that's a big number. And there's a reason for that, though.
Is that because of the bigger homes?
No.
Okay.
No,
Let's
it was
see.
smaller
The way
houses.
she's looking at me, there must be something else.
Yeah, there's smaller houses. They sold more per foot, and most of them were second and
Okay.
third row.
Okay.
So let's see. There's 276 houses on the
That's
market
the lowest I've seen it
in a while.
3 or 4 months.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
it's
been
still,
averaging what, 282 to 287?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't drop a lot. It's still hovering right there, but we
It's
dropped
still
a little
lower.
bit. Yeah, good. I'd like to see that number come down.
Yeah, we need that about 140.
Yeah. Yeah, and you
6
know, I've
houses.
explained that to a client yesterday. You know, we're selling the same number of houses that we've had in the past pre-COVID. It's just there's more houses on the market. So
And
yeah, that number.
That's
did
what
go
you
down.
and I talked about. You know, at the year end and for November and December, our sales per month really weren't off.
Right.
The only difference is we've got 100 more houses or 120 more houses than we typically
Yeah. So those houses, they either need to come off, they need to get sold, and you're going to see how long it's going to take for
Yeah.
those to sell.
do.
Yeah.
140 days.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see. So the average price
Sale
per
price.
foot for the houses that are currently on the market is $376.
Okay.
So there's 276 houses on the market. The average price per foot is $376
Okay.
for those houses on the market. And that's down. which is good. We need to see that number come down so we can start getting rid of selling some of this inventory. So we have a 25 months of
we're over
inventory.
2 years.
Well, last time it was higher.
Was it?
Yes.
I didn't remember that.
Yes. We are in a buyer's market. It's a 25-month inventory.
I remember a year and a half ago us arguing. You said it's not a buyer's market yet. I said, Beth, it's a buyer's market.
The numbers weren't showing it. I have to go by the numbers. But I mean, we're going to see that number come down. We're getting into that time of year where people are going to start buying, and I think that we will see the number come down some. But we have 25 months of it. Would take us 25 months to get through all the houses.
That, and price per square foot's coming down. Interest rate's going to stay the same, and so people
I don't think interest rate. This is my personal opinion. I don't think interest rates will stay. I think they're going to go down some.
Well, say they stay, because that's what they said.
Yeah.
Price per square foot's coming down, and so if you're looking for a house, one, you've got a lot to choose from, so there's time to deal. Now's the time to deal.
Absolutely.
And if the interest rate does drop, you can always go back and refinance, or you can buy down if you have the cash. We've talked about that. You can buy down, and I know there's some stuff going on. Some of the builders, I don't know if they're still doing it. Are they? Some of the builders.
Some of the builders are offering that, and if you have a savvy seller and an agent that knows how to make that deal work, then you can negotiate and get a good deal on your interest rate. There's ways to go in and do that. It's just you got to make the offer.
Creative.
Yeah. Well, you have to just know what you're doing.
Okay. Okay, so we've got 25.
Okay, so the days on the market for the houses that sold is 132.
32. So we're at 4 months now.
And that's not a bad number.
4 months.
If you're priced right, you got a marketable property, that's how long it's going to take. If you need it gone in 30 days, you better price it aggressively.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. 14 houses went under contract this month, and that's up. January.
That's up
great.
A lot, isn't it?
That's great. That's a great number. Yeah. So I like to see that. We had 48 houses come off the market as either expired, terminated, or withdrawn. So that could be a little bit of those houses that were active, the difference. Or some of these people who were expired, terminated, withdrawn could have gone back on the market. And we're seeing some of that. And typically, houses go off the market at the beginning of the year and they come back on. Yeah. So here is the important slide. So beachfront, we had one house sold at $488. The big number is the first and second row, and that's down for 2 houses sold for $440, third and back at $300, and Bayside we had 2 at $364.
Okay.
Okay. And then here's the statistics. Comparing it from 2020 to 2024. So I had to change my numbers at the top because we're in a new year. So in 2020, we had 9 houses sell at $231 a foot average. Then 2021, there was 19, and the average was $266. So the amount of houses that we're selling is going up. And that's that bottom number. And the price per foot is going up, and that's that taller grid. That's what I meant, that line. 2022, there was 29, and we were at a good price per foot at $363. 2023, we were at the highest. We were at 14 houses that sold, and I think that's $394. And in 2024, look at us. We are maintaining up there.
388.
388. We are maintaining the number.
Cool.
Yeah, I like to see that. I think that's good. That's great for our sellers.
That's a good overall view, too, to show, because 2021 is when it all started.
Peaked.
2022, 2023, and now we're getting back to the reality of how homes sell. And so we had 14 homes in January of 2023 at $384. We had 11 homes in 2024 at $388.
388.
And so you're $4 off in 3 houses down. Man, that's not bad.
That's not bad. And we maintain.
Especially with the interest rate. I wonder what the interest rate was in January of 2020.
Oh, it had to be high.
Was it high then?
Oh, it was
too?
high then.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's when it first started going
I
up.
couldn't remember when the interest rate changed.
It was
so,
in
okay.
23. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I'm really pleased with that. So,
That'll work.
you know, if you're interested in knowing what your house is valued at or what the market says it's valued at, you know, I'd be happy to discuss that with you. I'm here, I'm local. You can call me. I'm at 214-801-9801. I'm giving my spiel.
I'm telling you, go ahead. You're reading it right off the deal. You finally got your banner up there. It's not tickering or anything, but you finally got your banner up there. Let them know how to get hold of you.
I just did. You can
Okay.
call me, 214-801-9801. We do this market report every first Monday of the month.
Of every month.
And, you know, I get people that call me all the time and say, you know, we love watching that show.
And then one guy said, you're always mean to me.
Yeah, I'm not mean.
She's mean. She's mean.
I'm
You
mean.
don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like on this recording, ask her about the time when we were going to do the recording.
Well, let's not talk about that.
Anyway,
but we're also having our Showcase of Homes the first Saturday of March. So that's March 2nd. And we are so proud to partner with Bolivar Live on that.
Oh, I'll never hear the end of it now. So, and there's more information on that on her website, or you can go to our event calendar. We've got it on there with links and everything. And so, you know, you can see Bolivar Live anytime on our social media channels, but the best way to see it is on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@Bolivar Live, or you can download our free app on Roku and Amazon Fire. It's free. Just look up Bolivar Live TV. You can see all these shows, and we have 2 months of the shows for each business. So, and then you can also see it on BolivarLiveTV.com.
I also have on my website.
On your website, WeSellCrystalBeach.com.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to head on out. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next Monday at 10:30 for another Real Estate Talk with Beth. I'm David with Bolivar Live with Beth Terminella from 110 Realty Group. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. 110 Realty Group on Bolivar Peninsula, located in Crystal Beach, Texas, believes finding the perfect home or property is a necessity for every client, that it's crucial to provide relevant, up-to-date information on the market, properties, and homes for sale to each and every seller or buyer. Keeping up with the market in today's world is how 110 Realty Group exceeds expectations for their clients. 110 Realty Group in Crystal Beach, Texas are your real estate sales professionals, both in beach home sales and property sales. Finding the perfect custom home on Bolivar Peninsula is a specialty of Beth Terminella. Keeping up with the daily changes and available homes, properties, and the changing market makes 110 Realty Group the choice for several custom builders for spec homes and investors looking for short-term rentals, along with home buyers looking for that perfect beach house for their family. 110 Realty Group for all your real estate needs on Bolivar Peninsula, in Galveston County, and across Texas.